Today on Fat White Guy Movie Reviews, we're going to do a South Korean film called I Saw the Devil. And the whole plot is about a police investigator whose fiance, his newly engaged fiance, is murdered by a psychopath. Yes. And he seeks out revenge on this psychopath. And that's pretty much, it's a cat and mouse type of deal throughout the film. It is an absolutely wonderful film. But the South Korean film community overall is probably the best film community per capita in the world. They produce per capita. Yeah, because you can't really say, you know, if you got America, you know, it's a big place. South Korea is not that huge, man. But they produce a ton of great films, an absolute ton of great films.
Cool.
You seem wildly enthusiastic about the South Koreans.
I didn't even know they were South Koreans. I wasn't paying attention. I was just watching the movie. I didn't try to decide what race they were. But it was a good movie.
That's what I deal with.
It was a good movie.
Like that. It's like that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm dealing with plot and theme and cinematography when I'm watching the movie. Not that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The movie was pretty cool. I liked it. I will say it's the first horror thriller Asian film that I've seen that didn't involve some little girl crawling through a tree or a
Isn't that nice?
I mean, it was an actual movie with an actual plot and theme.
It's completely visceral, and it's I wouldn't say necessarily verite, but it is very realistic. It's based in reality. There's nothing.
Everything in it could actually happen. Yeah, and that's what caught me the most. I've never seen, and maybe it's because I haven't seen a lot of Asian films, but it's the first one that I've seen that that was horror or thriller that was based on just a regular storyline. And I thought it was, it was pretty good. I liked it. And the fact that, when I know I like a foreign film when I don't mind reading the subtitles. I had no problem with that. You get into it, you can get into it, watch the movie, and still read the subtitles, and it's cool.
And you're not taken from the film.
Yeah, exactly. I thought, there were a couple of scenes that were kind of, I don't know, wild, but what movie doesn't have it?
And what he's talking about also, the movie is very long. It's over, I think, 2 hours and 20 minutes. 2 hours
and something, yeah.
It's 2 hours and it's almost 2.5 hours. So whenever you get ready to watch this one, go into that, being aware of
yeah, because even when a movie's good, I'll tell you this from experience, and it seems so simple, but if you don't think about it, it can affect you. And that's before you watch a movie, know how long it is. Because even if you like a movie, at some point your subconscious will be like, shouldn't this movie be over by now?
Yeah. And
that's distracting.
About the hour and 45 minutes, you're like, wow. Yeah. And then you have to check the time to see how long it's got left.
Yeah, and then you're missing, so I'm gonna start doing movie tips, movie watching tips. We should start doing that. So this is the inaugural movie tip.
There you go.
To heighten your movie watching pleasure and minimize distractions, know how long the movie is before you start watching it.
That's a very good tip.
That way you're not wondering about it.
It's an excellent job, Steve.
Thank you.
That's another segment.
That's what I do.
Woo!
So
that's what I do. I just like tiny Ric Flair.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird in the movie. Not weird, but I kind of got a laugh out of it that he just like...
He snaps?
He snaps and grabs some photos of like just random freaking people and somehow gets the right one in the whole group, but collectively he beats the shit out of and kills it. It's almost like watching Buford, stick guy or whatever.
Stick guy.
Walking Tall. Somebody just goes...
Oh, he's stick guy.
What other stick guy is there besides Hacksaw Jim Duggan? I mean, come on.
Oh.
You say...
See, when you went to Walking Tall, I was thinking about the 70s.
I am too.
Well, he wasn't... Hacksaw Jim Duggan wasn't in that.
He wasn't in the new one either.
Yeah.
I'm saying there are two people in history that are known for carrying a fucking stick. The Walking Tall and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And we know we're not talking about Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I will give him, just for bringing up Hacksaw Jim Duggan, I will agree with him. Because Hacksaw's awesome.
Okay, yeah, that and I'm right. So anyway, but yeah, I think he kind of went over the edge on that, which is still funny and entertaining. It was also entertaining in the fact that it had the typical scary movie things where, you know, almost the whole, who's there? Is somebody, I'm going to get naked and get in the shower because I don't know who's in my house.
Yeah, that
is. That nice. Kind of mentality. You know, it had, you know, the girl in the car on the side of the road. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a whole...
but still, that is based in reality. I mean, it can easily happen.
It doesn't, don't get me wrong, it didn't take away from the movie.
The girl was at a bus stop waiting for a bus, and then the killer drives up, and he's driving a school bus of sorts.
Student transport van.
Yeah, and anyways, he picks her up, and then that's where that whole scene comes in.
Yeah, she's like, I mean, it's like a, I don't know. It's the only... Hey, dude, you ever seen a movie and, like, it's a scene where somebody's walking through the hospital and everything's vacant, there seems to be nobody around, and it's the main hospital of the town, and...
Yeah, I've seen about 12 of those.
Nobody's there. That happened to me the other day.
Really?
Yep, I'll never...
What hospital, Thomas?
I don't know. I'll never look at a movie like that because it always, whenever I saw a movie like that, it always just kind of like, I was like, whatever, that's stupid. But the other day, a couple days ago, anyway, my nephew got put in the hospital, and so my brother calls telling me, so I go to the hospital, and he's like, I'm in room, 204. Well, so I go to floor 2 looking for room 204, and I went through a turn, and I end up down this hallway. And every door down the hallway is open. The whole hallway is vacant. I start walking, I'm looking in the rooms, every room is vacant. Every bed is turned.
That's gotta be weird.
And it's askew. The nurse's station is empty. Nobody's around. And I'm just walking, and I actually heard and saw the janitor down at the hallway just dip around the corner before I saw him, you know. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I've seen the movie. I was like, holy crap, this is so awesome. And so I'm like, so I'm making all the way to the other end of the hospital, and I still only see like 2 people on this whole floor. I'm like, that was weird. So I was like,
did you ask them if it felt weird?
I wasn't talking to them. I've seen the movies before. I know just as soon as I talk to them, they're like, hey, and kill me. You know? So
You so anyway, me, do you have the time?
And then check this out. So I was like, I ended up in a place where I was overlooking the first floor, right? And I was like, crap, I'm going to take the stair down, because there must be a way I can't get to where I need to be because of blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I took the stairs down, took a different elevator, and the elevator brought me up to where I just walked by, but I didn't see that elevator when I walked by. So I was like, holy crap, dude, I'm having an awesome DTD scary movie moment that you said would never happen, but it happened to me. And so has nothing to do with this movie.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But
I was like, when's he gonna bring it back? I'm sure he's gonna bring it back around. But
it made me think about it. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Well, aside from Steve's, glorious departure from the film,
had to do with scary stuff.
Dude.
Oh, and the whole point was, we need to go back there and film something. I don't know what. If nothing else, go film the footage for a short film or a scene.
Why not?
So yeah, I'm thinking this weekend I'm gonna go hospital walking.
I'm always up in the afternoon, so.
Yeah. So anyway, the movie was pretty good.
I really enjoyed this film. Like I was talking about earlier, the South Korean film community is awesome. There are tons, not only per capita, but awesome in general. And they make good cars. They make good cars.
I wouldn't know.
They do. But anyways, if you haven't seen, if you watch I Saw the Devil and you really dig it, there are a ton of other films that you need to check out. Old Boy, which is Park Chan-wook, I think is his name, is directed it, and also Taeguk-ji, and I'm butchering these titles, I'm certain, which is about the Korean War. Both of those are also wonderful, wonderful South Korean films. But for I Saw the Devil, the cinematography is gorgeous. The plot is a constant twist. I don't know where it happened, but somehow the director must be a huge Alfred Hitchcock fan, because everything that you watch it's classic cinema, and it's classic Hitchcockian cinema. And he just really takes all those things and he adds his own twist. He's not just copying; he is adding his own ideals to it. And overall, it's a great film. It's a little long for a lot of American audiences, but yes, do yourself a favor. Check it out on the instant. It's free. It's wonderful. Overall, what do you give it, Steve?
Overall, let me say this first. It's not a bad film. I enjoyed it. It's one of the better foreign films that I watched. But for reasons that would take too long to explain, I'm gonna say 6.5. But I would definitely watch it.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give it 8.5 because I think it's just awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. The film is wonderful. Like I said, if you like Alfred Hitchcock, if you like classic cinema, you're really gonna enjoy this one. It's a little more violent than I mean the actual.
Yeah, you know what?
The gore that you're gonna see is much more
reminiscent of Saw.
Yeah, I mean there's some scenes in there where I mean it's like wow.
Yeah, there's some. If you like gore, you'll definitely love. Not the person, but you know, if you like gory stuff,
he invented the internet.
Of course. Because of him, you're able to watch this. So.
It wasn't for gore. Well, he actually, yeah, we're not gonna get into political stuff, because he's a Republican and I'm a Democrat. Well, actually, we're both independents, but we have leanings towards.
And he obviously can't follow through with things he says when he says we're not gonna get into it. So anyway, the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, the film is fantastic. I highly suggest you check it out. So you've got what was your score again?
6.5. But it's not a bad movie. I'd say watch it.
And I say it's an 8.5 and move it up to the top of your queue because yeah, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful film. So yeah. Also, and like I said, a couple of the other South Korean films. If you haven't seen these already, you need to. Taeguk-ji and Old Boy, and I'm sure I'm ruining the Taeguk-ji pronunciation, but check them both out. They're both also really great films done by South Korean filmmakers.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. I liked it. Watch it.
All right. So if you'll leave us a comment below, send us an email, let us know anything that your heart desires.
Yep. Let us know what you're thinking. Comment, share it, favorite it. Thumbs it up, thumbs it down. Just let us know you're out there. That's the main thing. And if you want anything reviewed, let us know. We'll do it.
We'll watch.